Hi Cancer, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel, and also happy early birthday to those of you celebrating June. This is your June 2022 tarot reading. Thanks to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic cross spread as always, and also called Four Agreements, Wisdom Ray Oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. So let's see what we get. Alright, so we have 7, and your 7th house is Capricorn, and 7th house represents partnerships, contracts, relationships. Not much really going on there, astrologically speaking, in June. In July, of course, there'll be the full moon there. But we do have Pluto there that's been there forever, basically. And, alright, so we have your sign. So, especially as we get toward the end of June, when we officially get into Cancer season, totally makes sense to see this come up. But yeah, it could just be saying that you guys have some focus on yourselves. And we also have the sun. So of course, the sun will be in Gemini the first few weeks, and it's going to move into your sign. So yeah, could be a lot of focus on yourself and possibly relationships this month. So keep that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse, which to me this points to you guys possibly letting go of a struggle, possibly around your work lives, given that Sagittarius energy represents your 6th house. And that would make sense too as far as we'll have that Sagittarius full moon around the middle of June. So it could be around that time when you might be wrapping something up around your work lives. And in the challenge or obstacle position, to that we have the 5 of Wands, which is Leo energy here. So I could just be saying that for some of you, you might have just found it to be a competitive environment, right? Maybe everyone was out for themselves in the work environment you're in. So for some of you, you might just be leaving a job altogether because you're like, okay, this work environment's toxic, right? Or maybe it's just a hyper competitive field that you're in, right? Maybe like a commission-based thing or something, or just an area where the market's flooded with people offering the same types of services, and you could just be pulling your energy back from that in some way. In the foundation position, we have the 6 of Wands, so more Leo energy here. For you guys, Leo energy represents your 2nd house of possession, self-worth. So could just be saying that whatever this is, it looks like you're going to be experiencing some financial success anyway. So I don't necessarily feel like this is you backing away due to hardship. Possibly quite the opposite, where maybe you guys have a level of success that's letting you step away from work, right? So even if not permanently, right? Maybe you're saying, maybe you've been working 50 hours a week, and now you're going to say, I could drop that down to maybe 30 hours a week, because you're in a position to do so. But yeah, either way, it looks like there's some kind of success coming your way this month. All right, in the past position, we have the King of Pentacles. So this is Taurus energy here. Could just be saying that this financial increase might have started for you during Taurus season. And, that could be what's allowing you to step away from your work a little bit this month. And if that's the case, it looks like you definitely did put in your fair share of work. So you might have even had a goal in mind to possibly be able to take some time away from work. So you might have been working extra hard to get there, and that could be why we're seeing the 10 of Wands in reverse. All right, in the position of the present, we have 4 of Swords, Libra energy, and Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, seeing these two things could just be saying that, again, I feel like you guys might be pulling away from something, just taking some time to recover, relax, right? And at the same time, it looks like you, while doing so, you might get some new, fresh ideas for what you want to do next as far as your finances go. All right, in the near future position, we have the King of Wands, so more Leo energy here. So yeah, a lot of this is coming across as a money type reading. But yeah, it looks like there's some increase there as well. Like I said, for some of you, given that this is in the future position too, maybe you'll be making some deals that are going to take place during Leo season, right? So maybe you're signing contracts, but whatever the contracts are around, it might not kick off officially until Leo seasons, and that could be why I'm seeing so much Leo energy in the spread too. But either way, it looks like you will be feeling the success this month for sure. And those plans be locked in for you. All right, the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Page of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter energy, and the Sun. So really positive cards here. For some of you, this could just be saying that this is you presenting something. So maybe this is some kind of a creative project or an idea that you might have had for something. You bring it out there, and in the process of doing so, it looks like it's saying that it could bring some success to you for sure. This could even be pointing to the fact that throughout June, we'll have Jupiter in your 10th house of career and social status too. So, maybe some idea you put out there, it's going to have that success. And for others of you, this could just be saying that when the sun arrives in your sign, that's when you actually start to see these energies play out in a more positive manner. All right, in the environment position, we have the Lovers. So this is the major arcana card for Gemini. And this could just be saying that as we move through Gemini season, some of these things might be worked out behind the scenes in your favor. The reason why I say that is we look at the way that she's looking back toward the angel up above her, and he looks like he's behind them, right? So it looks like he's almost orchestrating the situation behind the scenes. So, and especially given for you guys that Gemini energy is your 12th house, which could point to spirituality. Could just be saying that as we progress through the month of June, you just might feel like some things are going to be put into place. Now, for some of you, this can point to the energy of another person as well. And if that's the case, maybe you're going to be extending the love offer to someone this month. And if that's the case, it looks like it will go over well there too. All right. In the Hopes or Fears position, we have the Strength card. So yeah, for some of you, this could be a bit of a hope, right? Where maybe you're hoping to restrain yourself. So like I said, it looks like you might be seeing a lot of success coming your way this month. And let's say if you were in a toxic work environment, right, and you're able to leave it behind because you get a better opportunity or something like that, this could just be you hoping like, okay, you know what, let me not gloat about the situation to these toxic people, right? You could just be like, let me just not engage in that at all. Let me see how else this could be playing out. And for some of you, it could just be trying to have some restraint in general, right? Because like I said, it looks like a lot of things could be going your way, and then you might just be adjusting to that. All right, in the outcome position, we have quite a few cards. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, Devil reversed, Moon reversed, and King of Cups reversed. So the way I see this, the Eight of Pentacles reversed, immediately followed by the Devil. To me, this is that some toxic environment that you have been tied to, right? I feel like this is saying that you're no longer going to be putting in work toward maintaining that environment. So for some of you, it could be a one-to-one relationship, since we did see that come up in your dice as well, and Capricorn represents that house for you, but not getting that as much. Again, I feel like it's primarily like a work thing, and this could just even be saying that at the time I'm recording this, technically we're not officially through the eclipse season yet, but this could even just be pointing to the eclipse, the full moon eclipse in Scorpio, as the time where you might have really started to let that go. So for those of you who watch this video right when I post it, basically right around that time. But for those of you who watch it in June, could just be saying, think back to the time of the full moon eclipse in Scorpio. That might have been what led to you being able to let this stuff go. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. So yeah, this looks like there could be a Tower moment as far as, like I said, it looks like you guys might be leaving something behind. But if that's the case, I feel like this is more you guys bringing that energy out, right? So it would have this type of impact more on people in your environment versus you directly. That's for the majority of you anyway. But worst case, if you're feeling like there could be something that would impact you directly, you could just possibly carry some black tourmaline around with you as protection. And right beneath that, we do see the Fool card. So yeah, it looks like a pretty quick ending followed by almost immediately by a new beginning. So yeah, that's another pretty positive indicator that this won't be a big disruption in your life anyway. All right, so moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have Don't Take Anything Personally, If it'll focus. There we go. And it says transform your life. So let's see what we have for the message. All right. It says when you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. So yeah, that sounds like a good thing there, and kind of aligns with what I was seeing for some of you in that hopes or fears, where I was saying if you were in some toxic environment and you're finally able to get away from that and you have a much better situation lined up for yourselves, it could just be saying, fighting that opportunity to gloat about that. So it could just be saying that too, right? Even just like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to take the way that they were treating me in this environment personally. I'm just on to bigger and better things, and I'll just leave it alone. So hopefully that resonated with you. All right. From Wisdom of the Oracle, we have Soulmate. There's the artwork, and the number is 41. So we'll see what this has to say. Okay. Essential meaning says harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. The Oracle's message: you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each view will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life, or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there. And then the relationship message says, consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long a relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you'll finally claim who you're meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it's you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. So yeah, interesting message there. We did talk about, at least this looks like, that part in particular looks like there is some potential for a love connection. And if that's the case, it looks like that could definitely go well for you. But as I was reading that, I was also thinking about another way to interpret that could even just be saying these difficulties and this difficult environment that you might have been in, spurring you on to move on to better things, could actually be what that energy is referring to as well. All right, the prosperity message says strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others: mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and strangers open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for. So yeah, again, pretty positive message there. And like I said, for some of you, especially if this is around a career thing, this could just partially be due to the fact that we've recently had that Jupiter energy moving into your career house. So that could be what's bringing these new opportunities about for some of you. All right, and lastly, we have a mudra for you guys. So this is your mudra here, and it's the Kubera mudra. The keyword for it is abundance. Okay, and there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But it says clears the frontal sinuses and helps to balance left and right nostrils, improves sense of smell, sharpens inner vision and ability to more clearly see your life path, helps create abundance, especially related to virtuous desires that take into consideration the welfare of all beings. So that sounds like a Mudra thing would be beneficial for you guys. I'll put the name in the description of the video as always. Once again, happy early birthday to those of you who celebrate in June, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.